Hi guys, this is Anonymous with another Warcraft 3 audio commentary. This is Game 3 of the NeoStarLeague Finals. Yeah, NSL NeoStarLeague. By the way, just one comment here. I really, really hate leagues that make their own maps. It is such a pain to watch the replays. Okay, I just wanted to get that out there. Please just use the standard maps, alright? It makes things much easier. And if you're going to use non-standard maps, make them like publicly available on the front page of your website or something so we can all watch the replays, okay? It's quite annoying. Anyway, as you can see, I got the maps. Takes up space on my discs. Although this video is going to take up much more space. Anyway, this is between Infi and Sky. Infi and Teal again at the top left. Sky and Purple at the bottom right. This time Infi is playing Human, so it's going to be Human Mirror. Let's see. It's on Terranistan, so I wouldn't expect Infi to go anything else, as every human loves Terranistan. I mean, if he was going to switch to Night Elf, this would probably be the game to do it. Switch to Night Elf, go Warden. Sky has shown some vulnerability to the Warden, especially recently, but ever since that strategy was really introduced against Human, Sky has shown that he is vulnerable to it, and his standard strategy is vulnerable to it. So, just an interesting thing about him. Infi getting Archmage, Sky probably, yeah, getting Archmage as well. So we're going to see standard Human Mirror here. Both players will be scouting. Infi actually sending out a later scout. Not that it's going to cost him, because Sky is doing exactly what he expects Sky to do. There's a footman finally going out to scout. Where's that? This is so annoying. Okay, actually, Sky not scouting. Sky buying mercs. So, this is a little unusual. Actually, unfortunately for Sky, one of those creeps stays behind and is going to put some damage on the footman. And now here come the other creeps, and Sky's going to lose this. This is horrible. Wow. Sky's going to lose that footman, I think. Unless he has some great micro to heal it with the Shadow Priest, he doesn't. So Sky losing a footman completely unnecessarily right there. I wanted to see him heal it with the Shadow Priest manually. That would have been really cool, but he didn't. And Infi now militia creeping his merc camp. So Infi taking the smarter route here, in my opinion. Instead of making that footman go pull the creeps out, as Sky did, Infi just sending his peasants, you know, his militia, I should say, and creeping the camp out and getting the experience, and that'll give him a quick level 2, which will enable the level 3 on this map to be very easy, because, of course, on Terranistan, you know, I haven't commentated that many games, so maybe I should show off the map, but yeah, there are these very easy camps. Well, this is not particularly easy, but it's a quick level 2. It's very protected, easy to creep, and hard for your opponent to jack you at, especially if you do it first. So it's considered basically a free level 2, which is a good advantage to the human players on this map. That's why they like it so much. Sky taking his normal level 2 though, while Infi taking the sort of the variant, which is to militia creep out that merc camp with lots of militia. And it's a difficult camp to creep, but he did it very well and he bought his merc and got the level 2 from a different strategy. Now putting up a farm in the right next to the mercenary camp, so he'll have constant access to those mercs. And he probably is going to make this suggests he's probably going to make an early push with some mercs to help him. But we'll see if this is successful against the towers that Sky will probably put up. Sky with that Shadow Priest is going to be able to dispel water elementals, and that's the other reason to get the mercs. But yeah, Sky has not obviously crept out the camp yet. He won't have regular access to those. He'll have to send units to get them. Nice surround on the water elemental by Sky. Oh, that's very nice. He switched his units out of the surround. So now the water elemental unsurrounded but too low to escape. Meanwhile, Sky losing a footman. Infi's has a troll berserker, so with lots of mercs here, he's going to have the superior force on the ground. Getting that berserker injured, getting the Shadow Priest injured a little also. Looks like Infi was thinking about chasing the Shadow Priest down, but decided against it. Infi checking that camp. I guess he thought that maybe Sky had crept it out because he had mercs too, but it turns out that he hadn't, so Infi lost a footman as well. That may have been a damaged footman, but I think it was damaged, but it's still too bad to lose it like that. Could have been better used. especially as Sky now has a tower up, and Infi could lose footman to that tower instead of to creeps. Almost killing that farm. It looks like Infi has some pretty good pressure going on here. Okay, that's bizarre. He sent his Shadow Priest in to die to the tower. It wasn't really that necessary. Trying for this around, but Sky is far too good for this, pulling it out right away. Sky also trying for this around. Infi with a Wand of Mana Stealing is going to have... I think that's Infi's Wand of Mana Stealing. I'm not actually sure. And now Sky sending one footman to harass this farm that Infi has built in his Merc camp, and he's going to have to send a unit to deal with that. That's a very effective irritation strategy by Sky, because that farm is not only does it give him six population, it's also very important for those Mercs. And Infi missed a great opportunity to surround there. He kind of mismicroed his footman a little because of the danger to his Shadow Priest, I think. But now Infi forced to pull out Militia, and Sky's going to get more of a harass on. Probably going to kill one or two. Yeah, successfully killing one Militia. Sorry, I've been forgetting to hold alt. And now there's a hole in Sky's base, and Infi's going to send a lot of footmen in here and harass the peasants. Probably going to have to call Militia again, and this is going to mean more lost mining time for Sky. Yeah, footmen going in to harass the lumber peasants, and Sky already teching, so, and Infi teching. I think they're okay. They're very even in their tech. Yeah, it looks like the Archmage is chasing each other around. Yeah, Sky calling a couple of Militia and just leaving them there, which is rather poor. Idle peasants, not a good thing. Still idle. Now finally the keep is up, and Sky pulls his peasants away. Yeah, now Infi's sending his footmen in again. At this time, Sky has footmen in his base to defend, so Infi's going to have to escape, trying to get through that little crack. Able to do so. One footman quite damaged. It might get picked off by the Archmage if that comes back. Also a damaged Militia for Sky, but okay. Sky with the Panda now. So Sky's gotten Panda second, and Infi also getting Panda second. So both players choosing a Panda second, and it continues to be very mirrored. Although Infi has been on the offensive for most of this game, and I think that's a result of his better creeping pattern. Sky only now creeping that Merc camp. So yeah, I think it was just better choice of creeping patterns by Infi, and I mean, it could have hurt him more if Sky decided to harass, but he did not. So Infi got the best of it. Now Sky creeping this camp. Looks like he's getting some footmen low, but nothing serious. If he came to harass right now, it would be probably pretty bad for Sky. Infi instead going for the base. Not really going to have too much success here with that Arcane Tower up, and a pretty good base build by Sky. He still hasn't blocked the gaping hole on the upper part of his base, but it doesn't matter. Those footmen are still going to be in range of the Arcane Tower and still going to be harassed quite heavily. Yeah, now the Archmage coming in and trying to kill the footmen, not able to do it. Sky knows that he has damaged footmen too and has to be careful, especially with this Panda just coming in right now. Unable. Oh, that's very fortunate for Sky that Panda was not able to get a kill on any of the footmen, but did damage them all. Those footmen are very low. He'll have to use a rejuice scroll for sure. Excuse me. Infi's footmen also very low, and Sky's Panda is now going to wreak havoc on them unless he can get them away. Not able to kill any once again, and Infi using a scroll right there. So I guess a good choice by Infi to save his footman there and use the scroll, and it didn't get cancelled. Now this scroll on his Archmage is going to get cancelled, and the Archmage may be in trouble, taking a bit of damage. Almost blocked it with his Panda, but not quite. Doing some good micro there. So Sky manages to prevent this harass. It was not a defective harass by Infi, but Sky, on the other hand, appears not to have any tier 2 buildings up. Let's see what Infi has. Infi now putting up a blacksmith and 2 Griffin aviaries. So Infi actually going air. And this is an interesting strategy, because it seems like Infi is just unwilling to engage in the standard human mirror breaker wars. He's tried to escape it twice by not picking human, but now, when he does pick human, he's going Griffins or maybe Dragonhawks. I assume he's going Griffins. And so he really just does not want to be engaged in that kind of breaker war with Sky, who invented it, I think, and who's the best at it. Sky being a little careless here and creeping with his Berserker right next to his army. His lightning shielded troll Berserker, and now finally separating it out. But he will probably put up an expansion here. Here comes the Panda, too late to really do much. Yeah, maybe Infi's going to be able to get that Shadow Priest kill. Sky should deny it at this point. Nope. Archmage gets the Shadow Priest kill. And going for that Berserker now, not going to be able to get it. Meanwhile, Infi loses his own Shadow Priest, Sky's Panda. Another Breath of Fire goes off, so a scroll canceled there, I think. And that was a good move by Infi to cancel that scroll. Yeah, now Sky's Archmage is a little low and may have to pop the healing potion. Getting Breath of Fired. Still only a level 1 Panda, which is not what Infi wants. Meanwhile, Sky's Panda is level 2 and almost 3, so Sky has a significant advantage in hero levels on his Panda. Trying to Breath of Fire, I think he may have missed. And there's level 3 for Sky's Panda, and that's huge.